Hello guys, Rob with Montana Trailer Manufacturing again. We're going to do another video tour for you again. This is a 30-foot trailer we just finished up. It's got some really neat features to take a look at. I think you guys would like to see. And it's different in the sense that it's not your typical fairs and festivals rig where a guy's taking it to some different location every weekend and selling in different spots. This one is more set up to be a semi-permanent rig. So it's still a trailer, it's still built on axles, but once you get to a spot, it has, you typically have a power pole that's there, a sewer that you can plumb into, and you just plumb it right in and set some skirt board around it, and it looks like, a building. We'll show you the outside of this one. That's how this one's set up. But as we go down the road side of the trailer, here you can take a look here in the back. We've got a little prep area set up right here next to this sandwich top cooler. This here is a refrigerated area for storing your condiments and fresh chopped vegetables, things like that need refrigerated, but you want quick access to them for making sandwiches or deli items, things like that. But then you have some bulk refrigeration storage underneath that you can replenish those smaller tubs that are up top as you deplete them. This is a nice piece of equipment that you don't typically see in our fairs and festivals rig. It's an electric oven, but it's a cook and hold oven. So you can cook your food, but then once it's done, it switches to a hold mode, and it keeps your food moist. It keeps it from drying out. Where a typical oven would just, either keep cooking, or even if you turn it to low, that food would eventually dry out. This one, you can add moisture to it, and it regulates the moisture content. But again, these are electric appliances, so you need more power at the location where you're at to be able to run these than you would typically get given to you at a fair or a festival. So nice units that are available if you have enough power to be able to run them. These are countertop hot holds. Same thing as a steam table, they just are electric, they fit on the countertop. This is the same pan size that you would see on a typical steam table that fits on the floor. The advantage of using these smaller ones is, and smaller and more compact, again, the pan size is the same. Is if you need this extra prep area, you just take this thing and slide it underneath on the shelf when you're running your prep, and then when you start selling, you need some extra hot hold space, you can pull them out, put them into service, and you've gained some countertop space. So these are nice units to be able to use when it comes to that. Again, we've got some prep area here. This is just a little fried food dump station, somewhere you can dump your fries when you need to keep your fryer working and you don't want your fried foods just sitting in the basket. So this is a 40-pound fryer, 36-inch flat top griddle. We've got a 24-inch Char Broiler. This is another neat feature. This is a refrigerated chef base. It's got a pair of drawers here that you can stick hotel pans in, fill up with whatever you need that you're cooking, and you don't have to run in and out of your bulk refrigerated storage. You have some right there where you're cooking underneath to be able to access quickly. So those are nice units. 36-inch range, 6 burners. It's got a full oven underneath. Really nice unit. This rig's got a walk-in cooler, as you can see. Some really nice features about the walk-in coolers that we install in these trailers, which you can. It doesn't have to be a semi-permanent trailer. We do these in fairs and festival rigs all the time too. Some features of these that are really nice. First thing you see is this is a heated window in the door. If you're working in a confined space, anyone who's working in a kitchen long enough has had someone come barreling out of these coolers and get hit by the door. Well, with the heated glass, it doesn't fog up. You can see through it both sides, and it keeps accidents from happening. So in close confined quarters like these, always a good idea. We'll take a look inside. Another really nice feature. As you look inside in here, you'll notice there isn't a refrigeration unit hanging from the ceiling in here. This is all open space. Your condenser, your compressor, all of that stuff is up on the roof in an all-in-one unit. So it opens up all of this extra space, and you're not typically, when you have the fans that are hanging from the ceiling in most walk-in coolers, as you come in and you walk and you're working in there, you're getting blasted by this Arctic breeze that's coming across out of these refrigeration units, and it makes it really uncomfortable to work. So by using an all-in-one unit and sticking it up on the roof, you don't have that, or at least it's a lot less. And it does, again, open up more refrigeration space for you to put more racks in to store more food. Another really, really nice feature on these is a lot of people, have done this, to close the refrigeration door behind them because their hands are full. These are self-closing doors. As you can see, the closure will actually close the door itself and draw it tight. There's no pressure on the latch at all against the holder. It's all done by the closure. So again, as you're coming out, you're not having to really hit that plunger to be able to get that door to open up. It's very simple, opens very easily, and again, it closes itself, draws it closed. There's no slamming, which makes it nice, especially in a kitchen that is so, visible to the public. You don't want, it to look like you've got a frantic kitchen going on. Which moves us to this side, the curb side of this trailer. Typically in our fairs and festivals rig, we use more of a concession style window. Where this one is more of a pass-through style window. So you've got a big 3x6 open air space that you can, communicate and pass food back and forth. This is something that you'd want to check with your local health department to make sure that they're going to allow it. Most health departments want some kind of a bug guard, which the windows always, or the screens on the windows usually play. With these, we can do a rolled screen on the outside that you can roll down when the window's open, and then it has magnets that connect in the middle, so you can still reach through and pass food through if your health department needs that. But just something to keep in mind that most health departments are going to want to see if you do an open air system like this. So we'll keep moving down here. You can see this is much more of a brick and mortar style sink setup in this kitchen. It's got 3 big sink bays. We've got your pre-rinse sprayer with your add-on faucet. And one thing that in most of our trailers that you'll see solid stainless steel shelves. But the nice thing about these wire shelves is you can get past your drain board code in some health departments because you can use these wire shelves to drain your wet dishes on. So you get done, you wash, rinse, sanitize, and you need somewhere to store your dishes. You set them here on these wire shelves, and the water can drain down and go into your sinks, and it gives you some extra storage for dishes as you're cleaning it. So that's really nice. This is a mop sink cabinet here. This is somewhere where you can store your mops. It has a sink in the bottom that you can plug. You fill it up, and then you have quick access to your mops. They stay in place with these little keeps right here, so you have really quick access if you need to access your mops, and you're not getting out a bucket or using a completely separate area to be able to store something dirty like a mop, and you're trying to keep a nice, clean, sanitary kitchen. And when they're not in service, it's a nice, clean cabinet that keeps the mess and keeps the yuck from your customers. This is a 30-pound ice machine, always available. If someone needs one in their rig, if they're serving fountain pop or soda or something like that. And then we've got some bulk freezer space next to it. Really well thought out inside kitchen. As you can see, the line will flow nice and easy. But let's take a look at the outside of this trailer. There's some really neat features on the outside of this, with it being a semi-permanent, that I'd like to show you. So here we are on the outside of this trailer. You can see what we did on this one. We did a wood facade on the outside so that when it's set in place, it looks like a building, not like a trailer. It's pretty simple how it works. It's just got skirt boards on it that we ship loose, and then that you can simply just tack on, and a matter of 15 minutes once it gets there, they just lean into place. You tack them in place, and the space under your trailer is covered. Your axles are covered, and again, it looks like a building. But then, if your location that you're at doesn't work out, you want to hook it up. Take the skirt boards off, hook up to your truck, pull to a new location, and try a better spot. So another something that's kind of neat to take a look at is, if you notice, we have our big refrigeration unit and our fan on the roof of this unit, but we were able to build some crates around them to make them kind of follow the scene. So we can really trick these things out on the outside. It just kind of, it's left up to your imagination and what you're trying to do. We can do it. Just give us a call and we can talk about your ideas. But on this one, let's take a look at the other couple of sides and get an idea of how, what the entrance would look like, what the service side would look like. So let's move around to the entrance. So here, this is the rear of the trailer. This is the main entrance that you'd access the trailer from. You can see the space underneath. This is how it would be shipped going down the road. You've got a space underneath. The skirt board would be applied, and then we leave the trim board off on the side so that you have tail lights as you're going down the road, and everybody stays legal. Simple man door that goes in. There's some exterior lights options that we can do. It's kind of endless. Power options on the outside if you need to plug in some refrigeration or a pop cooler or something like that. So let's go around and we'll take a look at the service side. So here we are. We're on the service side of the trailer, or the curb side of the trailer. Again, skirt board application, a little different setup there. This one's got a big arch to attach a canopy on in the field. But then you can see it's got a really neat service window setup. And I'll jump inside real quick and I'll show you kind of how that looks and some of the advantages of doing more of a pass-through window system that's on the outside of this one. See these roll-up doors, they roll up nice and easy. Anybody can do it. It doesn't take any kind of special strength or anything. They're self-rolling up. You can adjust the tension on them to be able to hold them up higher, hold them up a little heavier, a little lighter, depending on your particular, what you like. And then you've got a nice little service station here that can be stood. But then if you need to jump out, say you had some seating out here that you were had some clientele, gave them a place to sit, and you wanted to access them easier, you can jump through this little access area, open this little Dutch door, and you can jump out and access your clients without having to go the long way around the back of the trailer. So a really nice setup there. But then it closes nice and tight, you know, when you're not in service. And it's a really neat way to serve through a pass-through system like this one. So there's lots of different options, lots of different ideas. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give us a call. Let us know what you had in mind. You can find us at MontanaTrailerMFG.com, or you find us on Facebook, on our website. Give us a call, shoot us an email, let us know. We'll build a trailer for you.